Hey guys, it's Resident Commander. I'm going to be taking a look at a very somewhat interesting device. This is a Emerson Research Smart Set alarm clock version 3 from 2007. Now I call it a version 3 because there is multiple versions ever since probably like 1990s or just the 2000 or maybe the 2000s. But this is a pretty interesting alarm clock right here. This thing has two different alarm settings along with a radio setting, but I'm not going to do the radio because there's going to be a lot of copyright songs, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to show you what this thing looks like in action. Okay, so I've turned the flash on so you can see what the actual product looks like. It's a bit scratched up because it was secondhand. Got this at Goodwill today. This also has battery backup too. So this is how you set up your alarm. This is your alarm settings. Alarm number 1, you can set it to buzzer or radio and off. Alarm number 2, same thing, and this is your display dimmer. But I usually set it to leave it at the high setting because at the low setting it's way too dim. Here's the other side. Here's your radio. That's your radio tuner. Set to FM and AM. I also have to remove that Goodwill sticker soon. And the volume switch. What it looks like on the top is your buttons right here. That's your radio button. This is your alarm mode. This is how you set the time, date, and year. Your alarm number 1. This is your alarm set buttons. This is your navigation buttons for setting the alarm time and the time, date, month, and year. Your snooze button and your sleep button. Sleep button also activates the radio for a set time. Here's the bottom of it. That's where the battery is. Now, I'm not sure if it's non-removable. I'm not sure if it's non-replaceable. But it does have an extended battery life. It does have an extended battery backup life. That's your date signal. Sunday, all the way up to Sunday. Anything that's labeled in green is Saturday, and Sunday is weekend days, and anything that's labeled in red is it's weekdays. So you get a clear indication if you're still in the middle of the week or you're in the weekend. So there we have that. In which case, I set it up to January 27th, 2024. And since I got this from Goodwill, it was originally set October something 2005, even though this was released in 2007. Maybe this was the first gen in 2000. Maybe this was a first generation one in 2005, and there's a second generation version of this released in 2007. Now, if you activate the alarms, it usually ends up looking like this. But the buttons are really finicky. You have to press down extremely hard. I set alarm number 2, 6 a.m. in the morning, and for alarm number 1, 6:30 in the morning. So, like I said, if you set your alarms, if you even own something like this, then it would look a lot more like this. And you get a clear indication of which one it is. Well, I wish that you have a clear indication of what alarm you set. You do get little indicators whenever you turn it on. For example, this one is for alarm 1, and this switch is for alarm 2. So, you do get a clear indication. That's the volume slider for the radio. I'm not sure if the same thing can go for the buzzer. The buzzer might be extremely loud, but I don't usually use the alarm function in there. Unless there's a desired day if I want to set it turn on the alarm with. But this is a pretty cool alarm. But this is a pretty cool alarm clock. I now have this thing, have the flash turned off because I want to test out the dimmer setting. This is the high setting, this is the low setting, and low is kind of still easy to read, but I like it the way it is. But I like it in high mode because it's a lot more easier for me to see. In fact, I'm going to turn off this moon light because it may obstruct the view of the clock. There we go. This is a pretty cool alarm clock right here. By the next video, I might demonstrate the buzzer and see how the buzzer sounds like. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.